has the new Diablo 4 patch improved things, and can you have fun there, especially as a Path of Exile player? Well, you can a little bit if you're trying to be silly and try and play Arc Witch in Diablo 4. What's an Arc Witch, you ask me, especially if you're a Diablo player and not Path of Exile player? Well, my friends, I will show you some old footage on the screen right now. Arc, which in Diablo, in Path of Exile, refers to using a specific lightning skill called Arc. It's the really fun build. I really produced a few guides over the years for Path of Exile where I experimented with Arc Witch. It can be built quite differently in many different ways, with some golems just by itself, just relying on the raw power of lightning. But ultimately the fun of it is that Arc Witch in Path of Exile always had among the fastest clear speeds on the maps. It struggled a little bit on the bosses, but that's beside the point. But it was one of the most fun kind of builds to play. It had amazing clear speeds. You leveled really fast, and it gave you this amazing kind of sense of basically frying everything with your lightning as you run along. So I thought that before the next Path of Exile League starts, which starts on the 18th of August, very soon, but we still have a week, and I thought, you know what, let me take a look at Diablo 4 since I already bought the game. What can I do there? And I have found this lovely guide by Rax and Tarax, who is a very prominent, very kind of rather famous content creator for Diablo 4 and other ARPGs. Rax, certainly, it's his job. He's a very good content creator. He's a very serious kind of dude, and he spends countless hours in both games, Diablo, Path of Exile, whatever, and it's not like my aim has ever been to compete with some prolific content creators and dedicated players like that. But the one good thing is that he basically confirmed my suspicions that after the buffs of recent patch 1.1.1 of Diablo 4, you can play an Arc Witch basically in Diablo 4 and have a lot of fun in it. So this is basically referring to, as you have guessed, Chain Lightning Sorceress build. It has also a rather amazing clear speeds. I will not lie to you, it does feel a little bit less fun, at least subjectively to me, than Arc does in Path of Exile, but we're not really comparing apples to oranges here, we're just trying to have fun. And in this particular case, again, I will link his video, Rax's video, in the description of my video, so you can take a look at the whole very detailed explanation of how all synergies work. And this is obviously only a baby sorceress at the moment, so I'll only show you my direction, general direction that I'm choosing, and again refer to Rax's video for further details of this build that I am following as much as you might do as well. So first of all, we are going with Arc Lash. Arc Lash is a great skill because it is, well, lightning based, and we are a lightning based witch, so we might as well, as we boost anything lightning related, we might as well stick with lightning. It also does a lot of damage, relatively a lot of damage apparently, and I have to take Rax's word for it as well. Apparently it scales quite nicely, better than other skills here in this first basic skills assortment, let's call it. I've taken also Enhanced Arc Lash because the initial swipe, if it critically strikes, it swipes an additional time. It happens actually, oh well, it happens once in a while. I've seen it happen to me even at this baby level. Once we level a little further, I am planning to take Flickering Arc Lash, but at the moment I'm not, because at the moment it doesn't really matter. I wanted to buff my Chain Lightning, my main punchy element of this build first, but then I will fill up this Flickering Arc Lash, which will give me increased movement speed for 5 seconds per enemy hit with Arc Lash, up to 18%. That's quite a lot of movement speed increase, I'm sure you would agree. And, you know, maybe I will actually take it not too far into the future. Maybe I'll take it with the next level or so, because it does look like an awesome kind of convenience of life, and movement speed is always nice, right? Then, lo and behold, we're obviously taking Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning is our fake arc here from Path of Exile in Diablo 4. That is the stream of lightning that deals damage and chains to nearby enemies. That can be augmented further by the special legendary powers, but I don't have that power just yet, simply because it's a season's journey, and that power unfortunately gets unlocked in season's journey chapter that is not unlocked yet, so it will be somewhere here. Let's take a look. It's Unbroken Tether, where Chain Lightning will have a 30% chance to chain 4 additional times. That's what will turn it more into a proper fun arc from Path of Exile. But as you can see, in Season's Journey you have to do the chapter 3 before you get it, before you unlock it. That's cool, that's alright, just a matter of time investment. I didn't have that much time, but this is a very pretty simple way of getting it. But with this aspect of the Unbroken Tether, that legendary power that I'm referring to, legendary aspect, it is going to become even more fun. So let's keep looking at the build. Alright, so once I've maxed out my Chain Lightning, I'm going to basically keep going down here and take Teleport. Teleport I've already taken. It doesn't have to be, in my opinion, higher level. It can just be at level 1, simply allowing you to get out of danger. I started moving here towards through Enhanced Teleport. The cooldown is decreased by enemy hit, that's good. And I will take Shimmering Teleport, because after teleporting you would gain quite a substantial damage reduction for 3 seconds, which is also great in the tight spots to improve our resilience further. I've taken Frost Nova first, and again this is a very low level sorceress at the moment. Frost Nova is quite obvious. It allows you to crowd control bunches of enemies in the tight spots. That's fantastic. I'm gonna take that. I'm also probably going to take Mystical Frost Nova as I keep leveling, as per Rax's build as well. Mystical Frost Nova is simply to make enemies vulnerable and they take more damage from you. Needless to say, that is the desired kind of move here. I also will take Ice Armor. Ice Armor is a barrier. There are lots of different synergies with barriers. You do more damage while barrier holds, those kind of things. But in general, this is just to protect yourself and not die in like really tight spots. That is what also my intention is here. Glass Cannon is highly recommended. I am planning to take Glass Cannon, showing it to you straight up, because you will take a bit more damage, but you will do a lot more damage. So it's worth the risk. This is definitely worth the risk. Then going further here, I am not planning to take any of this, and I know Rax took this fork, both of these items in his build. Again, not trying to reproduce his build, I'll just redirect you to it. We'll take Align the Elements, we'll max out Mana Shield, that every time you spend 100 mana, you will get damage reduction, which is great, it all adds up. And I will also take Protection, that using a cooldown grants maximum life as barrier. Fantastic too, we use cooldowns all the time. I am not planning to take Hydra, I'm not planning to take Ice Blades or Lightning Spear for that matter. No, I'm planning to continue maxing out these beads, taking some other points here in Ice Armor, which is going to push this little nice stream of blood further down here, right? Further down here, I'm going to continue referring to, I'm going to refer to Rax's video and just see what he recommends in this areas, if I still am playing by the point in time when I can reach this. But ultimately I'm going to continue going here, down here, and I'm going to be probably taking a lot more passives. I'm going to be taking a lot more passives, such as the Shocking Impact, such as Invigorating Conduit, possibly, if I am going to bother with generating Crackling Energy. But that remains to be seen. This is a leveling build, and I will redirect you to the source. We also have here a lot of juicy passives here, which are going to boost our electric, you know, all those powers that we definitely will benefit from. But I am planning to keep this build as basic as possible, with as few and extra kind of buttons to press. So I am not going to take an ultimate. Possibly I am probably going to take just the I'm going to take the passive ultimately mastery, and it's probably going to be Via's mastery. Like, close enemies take increased damage from my shock skills and deal less damage to me, which is great as well. Anyway, as you can see, I'm kind of going off by memory here. I could have prepared better and just read off Rax's build, but that is doing a disservice to the author of the original build, so out of respect, I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you that you can have a little bit of fun before Path of Exile next league starts, and you can not fool yourself and just play a little bit of a fake arc, which in Diablo 4 patch 1.1.1 season 1 and do this season's journey, I still will not pretend to you, my friends, I'm still rather underwhelmed, and I still sort of semi-regret for paying the premium amount of money for buying Diablo 4. But like I said to some of you in the comments below my videos, and I still stand by what I said, I believe that Diablo will improve. That is my kind of final point here to make. I think Diablo will improve. They just released it too early. That's all. I am a fan of the game, otherwise I wouldn't have had Diablo tattoos on me and I wouldn't have been buying this game. Why would I, right? So I'm not a Diablo basher. But I definitely think that at this point in time, especially if you are not a full-time kind of content creator such as Rax or such as some other people who do amazing job, obviously, with their content, but unless you're like them, your time is better spent in Path of Exile. It genuinely is. I genuinely believe that that's what I'm planning to do with my time as soon as the next next season releases on the 18th of August, and I'm hoping to see you all there. There will be a lot more content on my channel from Path of Exile from that point onward. But in the meantime, let's play fake Archwitch in Diablo 4 Season 1. I hope you enjoyed this video for what it's worth, and maybe I gave you some ideas. I'm really happy if I did. Please give the video a like, and so that more people can see it. And goodbye for now. I'll be speaking to you about something else, most likely Path of Exile related, just in a week time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.